Alright, what's going on? Back with another video, and today we are actually in Grand Theft Auto 5. But this is Liberty City, and the map has been ported over for Fivem. Now, if I was playing in single player, sometimes I don't like to install the map mods because people have a lot of trouble with them, I've noticed, or they crash games, so I think it's easier to just find a server that supports it. The only trade-off is that my frame rate suffers horribly in Fivem, and honestly, I don't know why that is. I guess it's something I could fix. It usually wasn't that way in the past, but it's never been as on par with, you know, the single player. But with Liberty City, this has made it a little bit worse, and it doesn't matter because the point is no one's even playing on it now. It's just me in the game, so we're gonna walk around. This map, I can't believe I'm saying this, but in some ways actually looks more, maybe not more modern, but as modern. You can tell that this is only a couple years apart from Grand Theft Auto 5. If you look at the roller coaster, the complexity of it is so detailed. Little miniature golf course that if they were to tell me, hey, Grand Theft Auto 5 is in very early development, sorry, but you gotta deal with it. I'd be like, hey, you know, maybe could you release Liberty City, a map of it, slightly retouched for Grand Theft Auto 5 as DLC that we can play on our own. You know, you wouldn't switch, or you wouldn't fly from one map to the other, you would switch between. If they were to send this out as DLC and be like, well, here, we're gonna give you a couple more years on this to buy you some time, before Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out, I think a lot of people would be very happy with that, because if you look at it, it looks so, when I say modern, I mean it is clearly within the same range as the detail of GTA 5, if not more. My frame rate is about to get killed here in the bowling alley. Yeah, just terrible. I don't know why that is, honestly. I have no idea. But we can get walking around. Oddly enough, this was my least favorite part of the map. I don't know, there's something about the epicenter of the city. Just the main area that I could never get into. Central Park, absolutely. The small suburbs surrounding it, sure. But not all of it. A lot of it just bored me to death. Because it blends in. It's cool that there's Times Square, but not cool enough for me to actually want to spend most of my time there. Am I going crazy, or was it? There it is. There's a little hotel here. Let's see if we can enter it. I want to act like I know the answer to it, but I actually don't. I think it was a hotel. Yeah, there it is. The Majestic. So we're gonna come in for landing. Yep, all the tables are still there. No, easy. There we go. Look at this, man. Alright, now going down into the rooms. Interiors always get crushed with the FPS, and I don't know why. They just get obliterated. We're probably chugging along here at 15 FPS, if that. Here is the little internet cafe. Will the frame rate get crushed again? No, actually not that bad. Look at that, still all of the old computer monitors. I'm gonna try something. I want to see if any of this stuff is destructible. Oh, I know you, because I always play as this guy. I always play as that character. Okay, ready? How did they behave? Okay, they did it. That's what happens when you don't upgrade the power supply. So you can't blow up the computers, but that's okay. You live and you learn. Now again, this looks really cool. Man, what people would do to have Liberty City return into a more relevant, modernized game. You wouldn't even need to do anything. That's why I get frustrated. It's sitting here. It's just this total gold mine. The physics are much better. The handling is better, though, on the motorcycles. I'll say that. They were horrible, horrible in Grand Theft Auto 4. Just terrible. It felt like you were glued to the street. And I don't mean that in a positive way. I mean it like the bike wouldn't go. Yeah, the map looks incredibly dark here. But maybe we can see if we can ride the train again. I highly, highly doubt it. But there's no harm in trying. But there is harm in trying to get up this damn staircase, because I feel like I'm about to fall off and it's just going to be terrible. The train does stop, right? Can I take the helmet off? They're going to think that there's something up with me. No way. We can actually get in the train? Are you serious? Oh, dude. Are you for cereal? Okay, let's see what happens once the doors close. And I gotta protect myself because this is a bad area and it can get... I bet it can get a little... What's the word? Seedy? Shady here at night? Okay, close the doors now. Come on. There we go. Oh, I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. No way. Now, this is the way it should have been in the original. This is... Oh my god, this is so cool. Can you imagine? In my opinion, it's way cooler. And I'm not just bashing Grand Theft Auto 5. I actually like that game, maybe even more so than this, but can you imagine, instead of riding on the freight train in GTA 5, having shootouts with people in this, like running through the train cars and, you know, seeing people down at the end of the carriage, having a rocket come just blasting through. When you're in this map and you're on this train and you're looking out over the city, there's something that feels so much cooler about it. I don't want to say masculine, but maybe that's the word. Like, imagine playing Grand Theft Auto Online on this map and getting off the train in a bad neighborhood at night. I don't know, there's just something absolutely... Just something so cool about that. Like, the train stops in a bad neighborhood. And, you know, you gotta get off and it leads to a shootout or whatever. Oh, look at that. But now we're in a void. We entered straight Twilight Zone level stuff here. Yeah, again, imagine you're playing online, right? And you hear people outside and you just walk out and all of a sudden it's just... It'd be so cool. I'm gonna get back on, actually. I want to get off at a better stop. Okay, now I'm being an absolute daredevil. Or maybe the non-professional term is idiot. And I'm walking across the bridge at night. I couldn't manage to... At night. Couldn't manage to find a train that would take me across, but that's okay. Yeah, the sense of this game that it gives you is it feels... I don't know, there have only been so many GTAs that are actually modern. I'm gonna keep using that word. But this to me feels more like Grand Theft Auto. Again, because it's rugged, it feels tough, it feels like, you know, in some regard, where you walk, you have to watch your ass. And not because you're gonna fall off, but because it's a bad area, or it just looks off. And I don't get that feeling in 5. In 5, it feels almost too welcoming. Like, there's nowhere you can go that you say, this is a little weird. Maybe I should take my pistol out, even in the backcountry area. But do we have a train coming by? There he is. Hello. It will never be the same without the trade towers, though. Never. Okay, you're walking, and you're looking around, you're saying, oh, these are just nice little houses and small stores, and it's instantly eclipsed by the enormity of the skyscrapers towering in the background. I love that. How they can be so far away, but merge within one another easily. Oh, can we go in the hospital? I don't remember any of these places. Even though I've played Grand Theft Auto 4 a lot, I still don't remember them. Is there a triage? Is there anyone in here? They told me the hospitals were packed. The media's been lying. Look at the detail. This is very cool. Operating theater, all that. This interior has great frame rate. If only there was a damn doctor around. You know, they got the technology for floating. Oh no, they're getting the test results. Okay, here. Want a flare? I don't know why you'd want that. Do you want the flare? I'm telling you, it's pretty cool. Always gets me in a good mood. Okay, well, maybe you should start with a psychologist, before a traditional physician. Look how great this is, man. Is that car just running? It's just idling? I think it is. You know what, maybe we'll take it. The other night, I was watching videos of people doing street racing in Philadelphia. And when I was watching them, I was thinking, why is it that seeing people pull up, this was from the 90s by the way, it was an old video, but why is it that seeing people pull up in Camaros and in Mustangs and 300ZX Nissans, what makes that so much cooler? And I think what made it cooler, because now on YouTube everything is about, you know, collecting my latest hypercar, which is like, I can't relate to that. But that's exactly it, is you can't relate to it. You can relate to tuning a 300ZX or a 350Z or a Mustang. And the point that I'm making here is that I think, you know, street racing with your buddies online in this type of environment is way cooler than doing it in the ritzy areas of Beverly Hills. You know, down Rodeo Drive in Los Santos. I'm conflating the real life names and the fictional names, but something about doing it in these tough areas where normal people live is just way cooler. Man, this has to make it in as a DLC, even if they give us one island or something. I know Grand Theft Auto 6 is not coming out for a long while. We all know it. It's a shame to say, but not only that, not enough people own the new consoles. There's shortages of everything. I doubt that they'd even be able to break record sales because no one will be able to get a console, and if they could, it'd be hard to afford it. If you're going through eBay, you're paying a premium. So I hope I'm not coming off as an elitist, but this comes off as so East Coast to me. I don't know where the most diners are in the United States. I feel like a lot of them are on the East Coast, much like Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, but imagine meeting your buddies here for a car meet. Meeting at a diner. Like everybody pulls up in tuned cars instead of Ferraris and Bugattis. They all pull up in tuners. And you're meeting at like this rundown diner. I like that environment, that climate style so much more. Subway running overhead. Just awesome. Just awesome. Okay, well anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I can't get over how incredible this game looks. Hopefully one day they'll remake. Now, I don't want them to remake anything after what we've seen, but maybe this will reappear someday. This entire map, this beautiful city, just seems like it needs to be used. Too good to kind of sit on an old game from 2008. Still too modern. Anyway, see you next time.